It's hard to put in words what I feel about the future. I'm blessed with two great-grandchildren, two little boys, one 9, one 3. I am deeply disturbed by the divisions that I see in my country, and I'm deeply disturbed by the neo-nationalist movements that seem to be propping up around the world. Because it represents a retrogression at a time when progress ought to be being made. It is easy to categorize people until you get to meet them. It is easy to think that I live in poverty until I see a woman in Nicaragua at night by a lantern sweeping the deep dirt floor. It's easy to, I'm an American, and this has been articulated. The first time I was ever identified as an American without any hyphens and without any addition was when Hanoi was bombed. And my house frog, who had lived through the bombing of Vienna as a child, came into the breakfast kitchen, which she rarely ever did, while I was eating breakfast, and she comes in, vroom, vroom! Why? What? In German, I said, what's happening? Was ist los? And she said, you bombed Hanoi. Why? Why did you bomb? And I fell back. I said, I didn't do it. And then she looked at me and said, you're an American. You're an American. I'm concerned that my great-grandchildren will grow up in a world where the divisions are so deep that we'll fail to see the humanity of other people. I'm concerned that without programs like IES that expose us not on a vacation of 2 weeks, but through an immersive experience, help us to understand the similarities within humanity, instead of always focusing on the differences. And everywhere I've gone, I found that people celebrate the birth of a child. Everywhere I go, they celebrate a wedding. Everywhere I go, they mourn the death of loved ones. Everywhere I've gone, parents want a better life for their children. Everywhere I've gone, their hope is in a brighter future. When you're immersed in another culture, you see the struggles of others, but you also see the love and the kindness that others can give to a stranger. I'll say this and I'll stop. One of my classmates from IES and I decided to go and hitchhike on spring break. We had no idea how far it was to hitchhike. We had gotten maybe 20 miles outside of Vienna. It was getting dark. We had no plan B. When a man in an old truck picked us up, he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "We're not sure. We're hitchhiking. We're going spring break." He said, "I will take you a long ride because I'm going home to my farm, but you have to come to my house and you have to eat dinner with us." Okay. Well, he had a child that was about 7 or 8 who had never seen a black man before. And so when we got to the house, you know, as you said, you know, he thought he could rub it off. And his father had to tell him not that it wasn't going to happen. We had a wonderful meal with the family. And then he said, I will take you to the next train station so you can get a train to Yugoslavia. He said, because it is too dangerous to walk, not because of anything, but the roads are narrow, it's dark, no light, and it can be very dangerous walking along the road. In the middle of the night, he took us about 40 miles to the train station. We got on the train that eventually got to Belgrade, we got to Istanbul Express. But this was a stranger who picked up me and my white colleague, took us to his home, fed us the same meal that they ate, and then left his family to take us 40 miles in the middle of the night to a train station. That's a future I hope we can have, because IES exposes us to the rest of the world.